Well, as you say, it is very striking that just as we talked earlier about the fact that in the US, the UK, even some European countries, Australia, and others, there is this rethinking going on, and to varying degrees. At the same time, the Vatican seems to have gone in precisely the opposite direction at a time when we're seeing the worst, what many would say is the most severe crackdown on human rights in general in China since the Tiananmen massacre, and probably the most severe crackdown on religion since the Cultural Revolution. I mean, when the Vatican-China agreement was first reached 2 years ago, and it was made as a provisional agreement for 2 years, I was critical of it at the time, but I at least was willing to give the Pope and the Vatican the benefit of the doubt. I didn't doubt that their motives were to better protect the freedoms of at least Catholics and ideally religious freedom more broadly. And so I thought, although I was skeptical that this agreement would in any way achieve that, I thought, well, let's see what happens in the 2 years that it's in place. My concern now with the renewal, or at least the likely renewal, I think technically it will be renewed shortly. I know the Vatican has told Beijing they want to renew it, and strangely, given that Beijing's got everything they want out of it, my understanding is Beijing hasn't yet responded. But let's assume it is renewed, which I think is a fair assumption. Firstly, the text of the agreement is still 2 years on a secret text. We know that it relates to the appointment of bishops, but the actual detail of the agreement remains a confidential text. Even Cardinal Zen, who is basically the only Chinese cardinal who's free to speak his mind, just about, has not seen the text. So if it's such a good deal, why can't we all know about it? Why is it secret?
Yeah, it's weird that the Vatican would keep secrets. I mean, unheard of.
well, that's true, but generally these kind of agreements shouldn't be secret unless there's really something to hide. So, but also it has clearly not achieved, assuming the goal behind it was to better protect Catholics. The situation for Catholics has worsened. No Catholic priest that was in jail before the agreement was reached has been released, to my knowledge, and quite a few have been arrested or disappeared since then. So it hasn't led to any improvement. We've seen not only what's happened in Hong Kong, but also what many would say may well be a genocide facing the Uyghurs. And this agreement seems to have brought the Pope's silence. We haven't heard him say anything, not even a prayer for Hong Kong, for Christians in China, for the Uyghurs, for any of these issues. So it's, I mean, I've written quite a lot about it, and I'm probably not the Vatican's, I've never been the CCP's favorite person, but I'm probably not the Vatican's either now. But it makes no sense to me. The CCP gets everything they want out of it in terms of control and dominance, and I don't see what the Vatican or the Catholic Church gains at all.